Wednesday, 6th of October, it is my 61st birthday. Here is my story of my life in fitness. Fitness has been in my life for more than 50 years. In the 60s, as a young schoolboy, I remember always wanting to be out, climbing trees, playing football, jumping, running, and doing all the things children should do. We were from a poor family. My father was an alcoholic. This is a house from the same road as where I was brought up in. But as a child, I was happy. I was always out on my bike or climbing trees. It's all exercise. These are some of the sports certificates that I still have from 1971 and 1972. At the age of 14, on 14th of November 1974, my exercising came to an abrupt temporary end. I was run over by a trailer with a 6-ton generator on top, powering all those lights. I was lucky. These are the scars I now have almost 50 years later. During the summer, we were out on our bikes all day, and I mean all day. We used to jump ditches and still climb and do any activity. At the age of 16, at a school sports day in 1977, the girls said that they would give a kiss to any boys that won a race. What better incentive to run faster at the age of 16 than to be smothered in kisses from girls? I won the 1500 metres. On 18th of October 1977, something happened that was to be my life for the next 28 years. I joined the Royal Navy. This gave me a real outlet to continue my fitness, which I craved. It opened opportunities for me that were only a dream beforehand. I joined my first ship called HMS Hermes in the summer of 1978. It was there that I remember to this day words from a huge physical training instructor from Northern Ireland. I went to a circuit training class that was called Huffers and Puffers, which basically is a beginner's class. His words resonated with me and set me on a path to fitness in adulthood. He said, "If I was 18, I would be ashamed to be in this class." That hurt. I mean, it really hurt. I was in a class with people who were twice my age. In 1982, I did change roles in the Navy to become like the Irish PTI. I applied, but then another traumatic event took place which meant that all things were stopped. It was the Falklands conflict. During that short conflict, 2 of my mates were among the 255 British servicemen killed in action. They were on HMS Ardent, which was attacked on the 21st of May 1982 and sunk the next day. That was a shock for me, and it made me realise I needed to follow my dream. Also in the 1980s, Arnold Schwarzenegger was at his peak. I wanted to be like him. Of course, I now know that no matter how hard I tried, it was never going to happen. Throughout my 30s and 40s, I continued to exercise, and then when I reached my early 50s, I found that I was becoming a real middle-aged man. Despite exercising, I was getting the archetypal growing belly. I had put on 2 stone or about 28 pounds in weight in the space of about a year. I felt sluggish and needed to do something about it. Then I found an exercise program that was tough, really tough. It is called Insanity, guided by Sean T. At the end of the 60 days of HIIT training, I was in great shape. I changed the way I ate, but I did not give up everything I enjoyed. But I also learned more about nutrition, and that as you get older, your needs change, as does your metabolism. Fast forward to 2017, I was working away in London. I was away from my wife Jeanette and needed something to occupy my time when I wasn't working, so I obtained my personal trainer qualification. Since then, I have trained quite a few people. Some examples: it gives me great pleasure to get a 45-year-old work colleague from being able to do no press-ups on her knees to just about being able to do 10 press-ups off her knees after 12 weeks. She put the effort in, I just guided. One of my long-term clients is now 40 years old and is in great shape, strong and healthy. The back pain she had for years after having her second baby has now gone because of my guidance. She puts in the effort. My latest client is 65 years old and wanted to lose weight. I told her it wasn't weight but fat she needed to lose. She also has a bad back and has had surgery, but after just a few weeks with me, her back pain has gone. She has lost fat and now has clothes in a smaller size that fit her where they didn't before. The pleasure I get from hearing just these 3 stories is immense. That's why I do it, and that leads me on to YouTube. I started YouTube at the beginning of lockdown in March 2020. I didn't know what I was doing, and I certainly didn't know how hard it would be for a creator. But I wanted to help people to be able to exercise at home, even if they had no equipment. The whole world was basically in a state of shock. Certainly in the free world, we had never known such restrictions on our lives. I, like many other YouTube friends, came creators to help. It has been such a pleasure to read the comments and to get private messages from around the world saying how much my true beginners routines helped. I feel blessed that I've chosen this way of fitness and health throughout my life. I am now in a position whereby I can help others. If you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s or 50s and beyond, then you will not regret it if you exercise. You do not need to be like me or do the same things as me, but do something you enjoy. Believe me, the benefits of exercise are immense. Thank you for watching and see you next time.